Hey everyone, Kayla Sparkle. Today I am going to talk about let's just say about ships, as in relationships with Simon and Jeanette, Alvin and Brittany, and Theodore and Eleanor. So let's just get on. So anyway, to be honest, the reason I'm gonna do this because I thought I'm gonna talk about the relationships, um, and also I'm going to talk about mixed couple as well. I mean, even though they don't exactly exist in the chipmunks, but we already know that. So let's just say so. Well, basically, we already know that Alan and Brittany sort of like a thing to each other, something like that. But they let's just say uh find it hard to admit that they have feelings for each other. And for Simon and Jeanette, they both seem to have feelings for each other, but they're too shy to admit to themselves to their feelings and that. But let's just say Simon and Jeanette has been awkward moments to each other when they try to, let's just say when they have their moment together or something like that, or when they have a chat, talk to talk, like face to face. And Theodore and Eleanor, they both seem to be open to each other. The more like friends, to be honest. And I do find them a bit like a brother and a sister, in my opinion. Well, you probably know what I mean because sometimes when you have a sibling and you sometimes feel like they're your friends. So let's just say Eleanor and Theodore are friends, but they do sometimes act like brother and sister. You know what I mean? So that's what I thought about this. And to be honest, it's very hard to choose on which out of those three couples. Well, they're not really couples, but let's just say that's just sort of a name. So it's very hard to choose on which either of them are my favorites because they, let's just say they're all amazing equally. And let's just say I do kind of prefer Simonette most of the time because I think I already mentioned it already. I don't know. It's probably like ages ago since I mentioned it. Like when I done my own Chipmunks video about my opinion. So anyway, so like I said, I like Simonette. But to some of you who doesn't like Simonette, I had to break it up to you guys. To you people, Simonette is definitely the best couple that everyone else and me that actually like the best. So I hated to break this up to you, and for everyone who doesn't like Simonette, I don't understand why they don't like Simonette. I mean, what is wrong with it? I mean, Simonette is actually one of the best, um, couple, something like that. So anyway, and they have the same problem with Alvittany and Theonor. I mean, seriously now, everyone, you know, different opinions, that's all that. And let's just be honest, we all have different opinions and views on characters, to be honest. So let's just respect each other and let's not argue about that in the comments. And to be honest, I'm sometimes not really much a fan of Alan and Brittany at the time because we already know that Alan and Brittany can have like a love and a hate sort of love, you know, like an on off relationship because we already know that. Well, on the media on the website of the Chipmunk saying about Brittany and Alvin may have feelings for each other, but they sometimes usually let's just say they can't pretend to hate each other, You know what I mean? Sometimes, because let's just say if you ever have like someone that you normally hate, and you probably may have feelings for them, and you may not know they may have feelings for you too, but maybe you just find it hard to admit it. So let's just face it that sometimes when people who bullies you or something like that, let's just say that they may be horrible to you, but maybe they might, well, deep down they probably do like you in sort of way. If they wanted to become a friend with you, or maybe if you want to become a friend with them, so something like that. So let's just say that sort of relationship that Alvin and Brittany must have, something like that. So anyway, so Simonette is more like so like I said, more shy relationship, and if you have a sort of a thing when you're too shy to make your feelings for someone that you care, like um a very long best friend from your childhood, something like that, or maybe um oh, I don't know, or maybe if you have a crush on a boy or a girl in high school or something like that, you're probably too scared to know whether if they don't like you or you know, if they like you or not, something like that. But but don't get me wrong now, because I may have feelings for some guy who used to bully me when I was little, but well, not in sort of like a love way, but sometimes I do like him, but sometimes let's just say boys can be pain at times, but sorry about that, boys, but it's just sometimes can be honest, because I know some boys can be a pain, but I know most of you boys can be nice, gentle, and generous, sort of like that. And so that's what I can say. And so to Theodore and Eleanor, they both seem to have an open relationship or maybe friendship, because each of the chipmunks and Geppetts has bigger than friendship, to be honest, because we already know that they may have feelings for each other. Well, they do seem to act more like friends, to be honest, if you guys me to remind you. And that's all I can think about that. Theodore and Eleanor, um like I said, they may act like friends, but they more like can be brother and sister. So like I just mentioned earlier just then about if you have a sibling, you may think they they can be more than your sibling but your friend. Or maybe same with your cousin, something like that. Um cause if I remember correctly, I remember this video. It's one of the channel. It was in the video is actually drawn in a cartoon, and I remember a girl talk about that she had a crush on her own cousin, and she never even knew that he was her cousin, because cause she thought he was someone different, like someone else and like that. Cause I remember when she first saw him at her front door with his family, she was like shocked, like that. I just remember this video. It was ages ago. I watched that video, so something like that, and so that's what I can think about. So I also going to mention that I will do mixed couples as well. So let's get to the mixed couples.